We're kicking off our first ever podcast, sort of a test podcast. And we're going to be talking a little bit about dentistry and how we kick off the year, lots of new beginnings. This podcast is called the Jameson Files. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of that?
Yeah, sure, Nate. So we're so excited, and I'm Carrie Weber. My husband Jess and I are the owners of Jameson, and Nate's our chief marketing officer here at Jameson. And so we're so excited to be launching this podcast for all of you out in the dental and business communities at large. The Jameson Files is a nod to Jameson past, where my father, Dr. John Jameson, who's a retired dentist now, had a long-standing column in dental economics called the Jameson Files, where he not only shared a lot of insights and trailblazing ideas and concepts and technologies that were happening in dentistry at the time, but he was also interviewing fellow trailblazers, clinicians and consultants and leaders and speakers in the industry at the time. And that was an ongoing column through Dental Economics, a very well-respected publication in dentistry. So it only felt right that as things have evolved and now the podcast is today's way of learning and communication, that we would carry on that name into the future in this new way.
Yeah, I think it's very exciting. I know you've given a lot of thought to sort of, we're at the beginning of 2019. What does this year look like? What can we do to prepare ourselves for success throughout the year? And I want to hear a little bit about what you have been thinking about.
So it's only a natural approach to the beginning of the year for a lot of people. You know, you have your New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people do goal setting and set their intentions for the year in January. And but something that I think is important is, and what I'm studying right now, is how important establishing habits can be that are healthy habits for you professionally and personally. And goal setting is one of those elements, but also that vision casting. If you're a leader in your business or in your dental practice, if you own a practice, whatever the case may be, to move forward successfully. A lot of times we do the cart before the horse when it comes to making decisions for our business, for our team, for ourselves, and we haven't put a lot of that thought into how are we going to establish really healthy systems and habits to support us on that journey. So as you're thinking about goal setting, I like to think of it from a perspective of archery. Was in a webinar I just did, I used archery as that idea where in order to be really successful at hitting your target and hitting that bullseye or getting as close to the bullseye as you can, you have to have clear vision. So in really thinking ahead and communicating that vision to the people that are going to be on that journey with you, getting really clear on where you want to go and how you're going to get there, and having that focus, really focusing in on what needs to get done to help move you forward toward the vision that you're establishing for yourself, for your practice, for your business. And then the process and strategy, thinking through what's the process that I'm going to need to implement here, the systems of your practice, of your business, or of your day-to-day, those habits that are going to help you be successful. It's important that we think those through and we plan ahead through those processes and strategies to help you be successful in accomplishing the vision. And then to continue to work on your competence and your confidence, thinking introspectively in terms of if this is where I want to go and these are the things I'm going to need to do and put into place and establish in order to get there, what do I need to do for myself and for those that are involved with me to help us be confident in this journey? That may be taking classes, that may be doing some practice in your verbal skills, communication skills, role playing, whatever the case may be, bringing in services, bringing in the tools, whatever you need to be confident and competent in accomplishing those goals. So I wanted to just talk about that for a minute, that as we think about the year ahead, that you're not just thinking about what's happening in the immediate future, but you're thinking far enough ahead that you're planning appropriately to get the tools that you need to be successful.
Yeah, that's great. There's so many things to think about when it comes to that, and really that framework is where you have to start. What's your background with archery?
So the running joke is that I and the I'm guessing it was around 1998, 1999, intramural champion of archery at Oklahoma State University. And it was because I had practiced all summer long as a camp counselor in a day camp for YMCA, helping other children learn how to be archers. And amazing how practice really does help you be more successful in whatever you may want to do. I never really intended to become a great archer, and I probably can't do it anymore because as soon as I won and got my t-shirt, I moved on with my life. But it was just a great picture to paint in terms of whatever you want to accomplish, whatever that may be, to stop working accidentally towards whatever you want to accomplish in your life. If we set more intention and put that vision into play and get ourselves the tools and the practice and whatever may be needed in the gaps of where you are now and where you want to be to fill in that potential, that's going to make all the difference for you. My hope is in this podcast we can bring people in, or we can talk about particular subjects and areas of focus for us as business leaders, as clinical leaders, whatever the case may be in your role, even if it's in the team realm, how you can leading from within, whatever we need to do to accomplish vision together and to learn from others' success stories, learn from others' failures, learn from the lessons that have already been learned from those that have moved ahead of us, so that we can all be successful together and enjoy this journey in a more intentional way.
Yeah, that's great. It's a great way to kick off the year, I think. So.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope this is a great kickoff of a new tool through Jameson with the Jameson files that we can come into your life either by video, online, or just through the ear pods that you're listening in on, that we give you some inspiration, some education, and some entertainment at the same time to help you move forward toward whatever your vision is for your career.
Yep. And if you're lucky enough to have tuned in for this first podcast, congratulations on being the first one. That's great.
An early adopter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So exciting. All right. Thanks so much for your time. We're excited to move it forward.
Yeah, excited. Here's to moving forward together. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you in the upcoming future Jameson Files episodes.